Dannyings has left Aston Villa. He's joined West Ham for £15 million. Drop your thoughts in the comment section down below. For me, I think it's good business from Aston Villa, and I'll tell you why. You may disagree, but that's okay. You can get it down in the comment section down below. Unai Emery is trying to build his ultimate Aston Villa team. There's many players that currently play for Aston Villa who in 2-3 years' time won't be playing for Aston Villa under Unai Emery. It's clear that Aston Villa have got a key system, a philosophy, a formation, and a style of playing which we want to go down the road in playing with. And we've seen so far that you can't put certain players in a position that doesn't fit the system of what we're trying to do. I think if you look at Danny Ings' goals this season, I think the argument for most fans is, well, if we told our top goal scorer, which is fair, 6 goals in the Premier League, currently Aston Villa's top goal scorer. I think that's a fair argument. It leaves us short. Currently, it leaves us short with only Watkins up front, albeit Bailey could play up top and you could change things around a little bit as well. We've got Duran coming in. We don't know whether he's going to be going back to Colombia or sticking around Aston Villa. So that argument, that side of things, I kind of understand a little bit. But for me, I'm looking at it in the bigger picture. And that's the fact that Danny Ings has got 17 months left on his current Aston Villa contract. In the summer, he would be having around 12, 13 months left on his deal. You would be looking to sell Danny Ings in the summer anyway, regardless. I think Emery has already sort of identified that Danny Ings is an impact sub. He doesn't really fit the system. I think every Villa fan can agree with that. So with that being said, it looked like Danny Ings would be moving on in the summer anyway, and you'd be getting in and around £4 to £5 million with a player with 12 months left on his contract. But currently, he's now going for a premium price in this window because West Ham are craving for a striker. So I think that's why we've sold him £15 million. We're still in with FFP. We still need to balance the books. And it's important that we if clubs come in for players that are sort of not surplus to requirements, but a decent fee comes in, we let them go and we move them on, because we've seen so many times over the years how difficult it is to sell players. Traore, Trezeguet, Gilbert, Keenan Davis, Courtney Hawes. It's so difficult to get these players that you don't really use off your wage bill and out of the club. And we've had £15 million coming for Danny Ings, a great guy. He served us well. He scored us some goals, but he just doesn't fit what we need. He doesn't fit what we are. And I think that to just be saying that we want him to stay because we're worried about someone getting injured, I kind of get it. But I'm just a bit like, we've got £15 million for a player that our manager doesn't identify as someone that he wants moving forward. So we've been able to move him out quickly and efficiently instead of in the summer having to be worried whether getting £4 or £5 million for Danny Ings was the right thing to do or not. So, and then we'd have had fans saying, oh my God, we spent £30 million on Danny Ings. We've sold him for £4 million. So I think £15 million is decent. It's really decent. And it's now going to and allow us now more space to bring in a player that is going to play for Aston Villa, and he's going to be identified as someone that's going to suit the system, i.e. Delafeu, Danjuma comes in. We've got Danny Ings leaving that was on 125 grand a week, sat on the bench, scoring 6 goals this season. So I think the players that are now going to be coming into Villa, we now know are coming in for a reason. They're going to fit a system and a style of play. Whereas when we brought in Danny Ings, we brought in Bailey, we brought in Buendia, it never felt like they were coming in to play in a specific role. They were just coming in the club to do sort of what they already necessarily do. Do you know what I mean? So I do really think it's decent business from Villa. It does leave us light, like I say, but We don't know what we've got in the pipeline. We could just drop a player right now while I'm recording because that's what we do. So, yeah, I think it highlights to me that we massively, massively need a goal scorer. Someone that's going to score 15, 20 goals for Aston Villa. You know, we're letting our top goal scorer go. Halfway through the season, he scored 6 goals. Like, we need more than that. So, hopefully we've got someone lined up, potentially, a striker coming in. We've also signed a striker who's 19 years of age, and we've let a striker go who's 30. So if you look at Duran's ceiling, his space to grow is so high now. And, he's 19 years of age. He's got 11 years on dannyings. I feel like it's all right for Villa fans. Hopefully none of you are panicking and worrying. So yeah, I just think I'll just come on, drop my thoughts, and that's just how I personally feel about it. 15 million, job done, allows us space to improve the squad, allows us to bring in a player who's going to come in and have a specific role for the team. And let's trust Unai Emery. Unai Emery is at the helm at Aston Villa. He has got to ship out so many players in this squad who don't currently fit what we're trying to do. And this is just the start. We started to see Vasilev go, Gilbert go, dannyings has gone now, who doesn't feature in our plans. It's now time to get rid of the Traores, the Nakambas, Sansons, that lot. They've all now got to be moved on as well. And it'll free up space for the wages as well. So here's my opinion. Drop your opinion. If you disagree, that's totally fine. Just drop your thoughts in the comment section down below. Up the Villa.